Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to XCOM Chimera Squad. After in episode 1, the mayor got assassinated, we're gonna have to face the music, and that is the Memorial Museum Aftermath. So let's have a look and send the APC to see what is going on. Sending the APC to resolve the situation will automatically advance the day. Are you ready to proceed? Yes. From the archives, we've done what we can to aid 31 PD. Commissioner Malouf passed along her thanks for helping her officers bear the weight of this attack.
Your work with 31 PD opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Right.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
Being? The Progeny. A loose network of human scions. Their vision for City 31's future is entirely psionic, whether the city wants it or not. I hope that these are not the Templars. We have Grey Phoenix, an organization of alien scavengers. They have quietly amassed the kind of weaponry Reclamation is mandated to recover. And finally, the Sacred... I can't read that. The Sacred something. The Sacred Few? I don't know. The Sacred something. An underground religious movement for hybrids. So these are crossbreeds between humans and aliens, or aliens and aliens, I guess. They preach salvation, but only to those who have once fought XCOM. Well, it could be anybody's guess. Let's have a look at the Progeny first.
The Progeny have a small but loyal human membership, all with psionic capability. Victims willingly hand over what the Progeny need, then forget the whole thing. The perfect crime.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 31 PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Yeah.
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Understood.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Really interesting to see how these factions are going to get tackled. I'm not sure if this is more like the Chosen or more like a faction. That the way some mods introduced it into XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Every investigation has 3 stages. Groundwork. From this first mission, learn about the faction and their methods. Then come the operations. Hidden missions that must be revealed and then completed to knock out the faction's main plans. And finally the takedown. Stop their final attack and end their threat to City 31. Understood. Invest the Progeny. Investigate the Progeny. Jesus, what am I doing with my speech lately? We need to know more about the Progeny before we can proceed with our investigation. Investigation log. March 2nd. Investigation opened. Entirely psionic. Consultation with the Templars, so apparently they're still sort of friendly, suggests a human with powerful psionic capability. Okay. Alright, what do we have? Visit the assembly area.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. And with the right patterns, we can build anything.
Assembly project. Oh, sorry.
Version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
Okay. Assembly projects are how you get access to new or better items and equipment. Each project can unlock new items for XCOM supply, new weapons or armor upgrades, or a variety of other useful things. Agents assigned here decrease the time it takes to complete a project. Okay, but if I assign them here, does that mean I cannot bring them on a mission? Elerium resource. Elerium is one of the 3 resources Reclamation requires. It is spent to complete projects in assembly. Understood. Looks like I can only get Android personnel. Construct the Android Ops Hub. This network allows us to use androids on tactical missions and enables new assembly projects. Requires 10 Lyrium and 2 days, I think. Grants 1 android tactical unit. Android units are purchasable and unlocks all entry-level assembly projects. Alright, let's begin. What about the Armory? The Armory is where you manage your agents. Loadouts, agent abilities, biography, and tint armor, so you can change the color schemes.
The director convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
Alright, I get 3 options. I get to unlock a new agent, but only one of the 3. I can get Torque. Definitely what are they called? A snake. Roll, moving enemies, allies, and poison. So I can either move enemies or allies, it seems. That's interesting. 8 health, 11 mobility, 65 aim, 40 will, 20 dodge, and 0 crit. Abilities, bind. Agent wraps up an enemy, dealing damage and preventing them from acting on their turn. Bound enemies cannot be targeted by XCOM for risk of damaging the agent. Free action. Alright. Alternatively, tongue pull. Agent shoots out their tongue to grab a unit and pull them into melee range. Can be used on enemies and allies. So, Torque can use its tongue to also bring an ally out of a difficult situation, I think. That's going to be interesting. Alternatively, Claymore. Roll, explosives, area of effect, and breaching. There is never a red wire. I'm lucky if there are even wires. Health 9, mobility 9, so mobility is a bit lower. Aim is similar, willpower is the same. No dodge and no crit. Shrapnel Bomb. Agent throws an explosive that detonates after several turns. Several turns? Okay. The explosive does not deal damage through cover and can be targeted to detonate it early. Aha. So you can throw it and shoot it. Does not end the turn if used as first action. Locked is the concussive charge. I might need to still get that as a project, I guess. Claymore detonates a more powerful charge, rupturing all enemies near the breach point. Usable on wall breach points. You lose 1 permission. Okay. And finally, Shelter. Roll, psionics, ally buffs, and mental attacks. I can't be your weapon, but I will be your shield. He has the lowest amount of health of the whole group, medium mobility, same aim, 50 psi power, which the others don't have. Relocate. Agent psionically swaps positions with the targeted enemy or ally. Does not automatically end the turn. Okay, so this is also one of those things that can really change the battlefield. The other one is Dazzle, which is still locked. Agent launches a psionic blast that disorients all enemies near the breach point. Oh, so that's also one of those breaching things. Targeted enemy is disoriented for a turn. Only 1 use permission. But this says it disorients all enemies near the breach point, and then it says targeted enemy. I think they mean enemies, but I have to check. I think the snake. Snake's gonna be the most fun. We also have biographies. This... Prior to the war, Torque was in Siberia. Hatched at a new Arctic facility in 2020. That's... now. Okay. Hold up. Hatched at a new Arctic facility in 2020. In 2016, attached to Advent. Uh-huh. So 4 years before it was born. Okay, learn to target and track down undesirable elements, aka insurgents. Hunted down resistance groups. 2035, War for Liberation. Actively fought resistance forces and XCOM for the war's duration. 15 years old. To present, offered to serve as OPFOR, opposing force, training for post-war XCOM soldier in training because, in her own words, detention is boring, and this way I can still fight XCOM. This does not inspire me to really get this operative, because I'm still not sure about its, or well, her, loyalties. Placed under the direct supervision of Colonel Kelly. Is that the same Kelly? That'd be great. With whom she formed an unexpected bond. Requested a transfer after Colonel Kelly's promotion to director of the XCOM Reclamation Agency. Ah, so that's the same one. Assigned to Chimera Squad with the director's approval. Claymores from India. In 2015, fled with elder brother after father... Sorry, elder sister and father after death of mother and brother. He was 7 years old then. Understood. Raised in refugee camps, city centers outskirts, and eventually resistance camps. Learned to create and defuse explosive devices. Manufactured grenades for his resistance group. Maybe this is one of the guys who kept shipping me plasma grenades in the XCOM 2 Long War campaign that I did a while ago. Successfully defused Advent device intended to wipe out a resistance camp, which brought him to the attention of XCOM. In the War of Liberation of 2035, Resistance Group connected him to XCOM, or with XCOM, after a mutual operation. He spent a few months on the Avenger disassembling any recovered explosive devices. Okay. To present, kept him on as a specialist. He volunteered to join the Reclamation Agency at his first opportunity. He placed into Chimera Squad with ease. Very good. And finally, Shelter. Origin Chile. Prior to the invasion, lived on a farm with his parents, 2 siblings, and extended family. In the 2015 invasion, he was separated. He was collected and processed into a resettlement camp at age 11. In 2016 to 2034, exhibited signs of psionic aptitude. Dropped into an Advent program studying the capabilities of human-born psions. Fled Advent after being forced to kill dozens of criminals with his psionic abilities. Connected with a resistance group. They brought him on for his agricultural knowledge. He kept his psionic abilities a secret. In 2035, he relied on his psionic abilities to defend against a terror attack. Alright. Presently, reluctantly joined XCOM for formal psionic training. Transferred to the Reclamation Agency at its inception. Requested placement in Chimera Squad at the behest of his fellow agents. He requested... At the behest of his fellow agents. Okay, so they really want him along, by the sound of it. Let's go for Torque. I think that's the most interesting one.
Torque.
Whisper.
Are we good?
I don't know. Did you get a lobotomy?
Jesus.
Can't say that I did.
Then no, we aren't good.
Oof.
Well, at least things are back to normal.
Well, there's a bit of history there. Let's see. I can tint her armor, so I can... Oh, this is the only customization I'm gonna get. Alright. The abilities... Promotions. Agents earn XP on missions which lead to promotions, as usual. Each new rank provides increased stats, and some unlock new abilities and new training programs. I can already see somebody making a random upgrade or a random promotion mod, where it probably scrambles the whole tech tree and potentially the stats. At certain levels, you have a choice between 2 abilities and decide which one you want. So at Field Agent, I'm going to get that choice, but at Deputy Agent, the next tier, I am not. Biography we have seen. And loadout. Oh, I can pick. No, I cannot pick. I can give her an SMG. I can give her body armor. I do not yet have any additional breaching items, and I don't have a utility item. As usual, XCOM is fantastically well equipped. This is a godmother. Status, she's on the APC. 6 kills, 1 mission. Yeah, she got a lot of work done. Scattershot, that's her ability. She has the shotgun, which does 4 to 6 damage with a 3 clip size. Body armor issued, and, well, I don't have any items. Terminal. Submachine gun and body armor. Her aim is average, like the rest, 65. This guy only has a pistol. 3 to 4 damage, but a higher clip size. He mostly seems to focus on his shield, but so far I'm not terribly impressed with it. Although, here we go. Cherub places an energy shield on self or ally to prevent all damage on the next attack. Cherub gains 1 charge when the enemy shield is destroyed. Does not automatically end the turn. Nice. Nice. Okay. And then Verge. We have seen these abilities. Neural network. Verge gains 10 aim for each enemy in the neural network. Oh. That can make him very, very deadly. Just make sure you keep executing psionic attacks, and your aim's going to go 75, 85, 95. Nice. He's also not wearing shoes by the looks of it. Alright, time to go on a mission. Investigate the progeny. Is that going to cost me 30 bucks? No, that's the reward. Credits are one of the 3 resources Reclamation requires. They're spent in supply to both buy new items and upgrade existing ones. In that case, can I still get out of this? Yes. Yeah, here we go. Supply.
Basics. Weapons, comms, and ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else. And as long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
Okay. Auto keycard. Grants breach access through a security door. It uses a brute force attack to push through any security door. The breaching charge, as known, just blows up a wall. Creates a new entry point. Ceasefire Grenade. Disables all firearms in a large radius. Nice. This clever design from XCOM Engineering Corps disables all firearms in a large radius, making Ceasefire Grenades a must-have for the Reclamation. Persistent rumor suggests the blast core of the Mark I cooler heads contains a miniaturized codex that self-immolates on impact. Wow. They really went with the lore. Okay, Flashbang Grenades. Disorient hostile targets in a large radius. I think this is sort of a must-have. If I'm doing breaching, I would probably want a flashbang on me at all times. Medkit. A medkit can restore 4 hit points to a single agent. Can also be used to remove burning acid and poison. Carry medkit grants immunity to poison. The medkit contains a pressurized solution infused with painkillers and antiseptics that, when exposed to air, acts as a sealant and insulator. Smoke grenade boosts defense. It uses the same Mark II ruffled squid grenades deployed by XCOM soldiers. When you're exposed, drop smoke, then decide to fight or flee. Tracer rounds. Ooh, those are expensive. Plus 5 aim to an agent when equipped. Containing high-tech smart rounds that relay detailed tracking data back to the shooter when fired, this specialized ammo grants bonus aim when equipped. Or tranq rounds. If the target would be killed, they would be rendered unconscious instead. Unconscious units are captured at the end of each mission. Reclamation gets more intel from live captives than body counts. Agents are encouraged to incorporate non-lethal tranq rounds into their loadouts. I think this is very interesting. I'll bring one of those along. And finally a medkit. Maybe I shouldn't have spent everything, but, well, there's no way to know until we actually get missions done. I have an idle agent. Alright. What does that mean? Oh, here we go. I can assign or unassign anybody from the APC. So the next mission I want Torque on, but she's unassigned. But if I want to bring her in, I'm going to have somebody else sit him out. Right. Godmother I definitely want in. Yeah, there she is. Godmother, Cherub, Terminal, and Torque. That means I'm going to leave Verge at home for the moment. Let's go. Whisper here. I'll keep you updated on any activities requiring our attention. Speaking of which, an entire progeny front company just opened here on 31 PD. We should check that out, right? Let's do that. They're idle. Okay, yes, but what do I do when they're actually idle? Aha. There we go. So now it only takes 1 day. Sit him up. Oh, right, they're going to be put into training. Where is that? That's the production. Investigation status, yes. Is that under the armory, the training? Or can I just not do training yet? This is the armory. This is everybody, but I don't see training. Let's just go on the mission and see if I can just get that thing done.
Hostile forces need leadership to function. If authorized by the director, you may need to neutralize a hostile leader. Subduing your target is always preferred. Enemy leadership, if captured, provides valuable intel.
Alright, so let's try to capture one. I now have a few items that I can bring. Utility items. Flashbang Grenade. Cherub. I'll give you the shield, or sorry, the medkit, because you're quite likely to get wounded. And then that last item, what I'm gonna do with that, the trank rounds. She has an SMG. Doesn't do a great deal of damage. Let's just swap these around. I'm gonna give you the trank rounds to make sure that I can do 4 to 6 damage against anybody and potentially immediately trank them. And I'll give you the flashbang as a sort of support specialist. And for the rest, well, unfortunately I don't have much. I can give Cherub a different item though, because he already has the breaching charge. I got that one for free. Yeah, let's spread it out then. I'll give the breaching charge to the snake. Go. Off we go. Let's have a look. The motile inducer is one of the... Oh, that was fast. The game loads so quickly that I cannot actually read these things.
With this company's owner about his connections to the progeny. That's when his staff pulled weapons.
Oh.
And the police barely made it out.
Neat.
That's bad customer service. 31 PD, take any hits?
I like this one.
No casualties. Try to do the same in there.
Excellent level of sarcasm. Bridge mode. I have a couple of options here. I got the side window, I got the main door, or another side window. Ready for anything. All units through this entrance gain plus 50 dodge for 1 round. Units automatically activate Overwatch after the breach. So all of them? Okay. Or pinpoint. Successful shots on enemies will crit. The side window is for Godmother. Where's the watchtower? Oh, maybe I have a watchtower of sorts. I'll also have somebody going through here. That's going to be Cherub. And in the middle, it's going to be Terminal and Torque. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. But ideally, I'd have this side window first. Then the other side window. I want them distracted and looking the other way. And then these two are going to barge in right through the middle of the door.
Breaching! It's go time!
It's not quite how I had envisioned it. What do we have here? A Thrall. 4 hit points. He is surprised. Behind him there, I got another one. An Acolyte. An Acolyte far. And that one's 51. Let's take this one down. And I probably should immediately trank him. Unconscious. That's 1 down. Next up. Thrall. 3 to 4. Crit 33%. Best chance to hit. Kill. Next. 3 to 5. Acolytes won't be killed. I still want to take a shot. 5 damage, high roll. And my snake, Whisper. Let's take out this one. Reduce the amount of shooters. Got him. Alright, so that was the first 3 down. 1 is tranked. Leaves only 1 operative alive. Once per mission, an agent can be moved on the timeline so that they take the next turn. This ability is shared by the entire squad. Preparation grants a defensive bonus, so that's what we just got, I think. And moves the agent's next turn earlier in the timeline. Oh, sorry, that's this. Use this when an agent is caught in a dangerous situation or to coordinate attacks. So this is preparation and this is team up. Godmother coordinates with target unimpaired ally, moving their turn next on the timeline. Ah, so I can have her work together with somebody else. And this one, Godmother prepares for their next turn by increasing their defense by 30 and their dodge by 50. Their next turn is moved earlier on the timeline. And it removes burning. That's neat. Now I can probably move over here and crit the guy. If she hits. 84. I might put this guy to sleep. Nope. His turn. Unfortunately for him, I had 2 people on Overwatch, and it's down. Alright, first breach complete.
They moved like Advent used to move. Different fighting technique, though.
She recognizes that.
They'll make mistakes as one.
What are we breaching next? We have the main door. Overseer. Last unit through this entrance automatically activates Overwatch after the breach. Next, security door. Security entrance. There are fewer aggressive enemies present at this entrance. Lower visibility. Enemies are harder to hit. This one can only, I think, be opened if I have terminal. So I'll have terminal and Chirrup go through there. And I would like to see Godmother on Overwatch here. So next is going to be Torque and then Godmother.
Breaching now.
Open sesame.
Nice. Situation. One acolyte. Another one. One in the back, that's a thrall. One up there. One all the way over there. Alright, let's take this one. 4 damage. Good shooting right through there. I might hit this, but I'm not sure. So let's just go for the secure one. Unconscious. Alright, over here we got one way up high. I don't like them looking down at me. So let's take this one out. 5 damage, it's not enough. Oh crap, you can't see him? No, you can't see him. Well, that's really bad. Let's take on the other acolyte then. Missed! Bad news. Okay, what's the order of attack?
On Overwatch.
It's going to be Torque. And then this thrall. Unless I pull him in. That guy. Hey, you.
Got you.
Oh, lovely. She was still on Overwatch. Oh, that was beautiful. I had no idea that that would happen. Oh, that was glorious. That was perfect. Okay. Am I being flanked yet? Not yet. Next up is Godmother. So Godmother could push in here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably put that one to sleep, but I'll start to subdue them first. I know it doesn't do enough damage, but at least does a bit. And lowers the pressure on Godmother to finish off that one. I'll push to here to have cover from the right.
Cover me.
Good night. More rubber bullets. Or whatever they use to trank them. Acolyte goes for high cover.
Back down in the muck.
Psionic suplex. What is that? An acolyte is lifting an agent and will slam them down at the start of the agent's turn. Disabling the acolyte will cancel the attack and release the agent. Right. So if I just push in with both of these, I can take this one alive. Well, maybe. Maybe. I don't really want to throw the flashbang yet. Let's go for the subdue instead. 2 to 3 damage. Let's assume it's a low roll. Yeah, it's just the 2.
Shouldn't have bothered.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Kinetic shields. Energy shield on self or ally to prevent all damage of the next attack. I might need to use that on Torque. Because I'm not sure if charged bash is going to do enough. It'll do a guaranteed damage of 3. Let's protect Torque. Cute. And I still get another action. Alright, let's get closer then. What do you use to knock him out? Brain damage. Yeah. Kinetic shield. Well done. Shield lost. Yeah, but she's perfectly healthy. And I got my shield back. Cherub, I can already see him having a lot of potential. Alright. I want you to come over to me.
You, come here.
Because then I kind of want to subdue you. So let's use preparation. Godmother's up next anyway.
No ammo.
So Godmother's gonna go hello. And unconscious. Everybody reload. Everybody healthy so far. And I already secured quite a lot of these people.
Offices. Now the owner must be holed up in there.
Okay. Breach mode. Explosive entrance. All non-aggressive enemies guarding this entrance will be surprised. Reflex boost. All enemies entering here, or sorry, allies, units entering here will get 25 defense for 1 round. But I will need the explosive charge. Main door. Rear guard. Last unit through this entrance gets +1 armor for the encounter. Agent damage likely. In that case, everybody through here. You first, then you. Then Cherub, and finally Terminal. Breach,
What's
breach, breach.
this?
I love this breach mechanic. I think this is so good. Acolyte, surprised. Breach fire. I should have checked where the rest of them are. All the way over there. Behind the table. And there's a 53 over there. He's in the main hallway. Let's try and take this one. Yep, she just knocked another one down. I want you to cover rush. And the same for you. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be my turn first. So I'll be able to knock down another one.
Subdue if possible.
What is that? Clear the executive offices. Oh, that's their extraction point. Capture or kill the suspect. I'm going to capture that one. He's the last one to move. So I should have no trouble at all trying to get him. Let's subdue. Maybe I'm playing this a bit too pacifistic at the moment. Because I think that I don't really need to capture this many people. Might be a bit on the high end. Can I explain the green shield and the red skull on the breaching option? I don't think I've explained it yet. Oh, sorry, this is the VIP. I don't think I've explained it yet, and I don't exactly know what they mean yet. Let's see, who's next? Oh, that acolyte over there. Don't know if I can hit that. 57 versus the VIP. So yeah, I can just shoot the VIP, because it's a trank round anyway. But I do consider that other one to be a bit more of a threat. Scatter shot doesn't reach either of them. Alright, let's take out this one then. Unconscious. Acolyte. Is he going to use that whole lift thingy again? Yep. Alright, Chirp, you know what to do. Time for the kinetic shield. Protect Godmother from impact. And the next action, move.
I'm going.
After that, it's going to be this one over here. Soulfire. Oh, so you still have that, do you? Kinetic shield took it. But we're not out of the woods yet.
Charged up.
Because that means that Godmother, unless I'm somehow able to prevent it, is still going to get hurt. Now I think it's time for the flashbang, because I don't really see any other option of easily knocking out that target. Let's move to better position.
Get to safety. Hurry.
Hmm? Did I just rescue a civilian? I guess. Close or open door. Preparation, overwatch, safeguard. No, I want a flashbang. I want to disorient this guy. Just flashbang the whole
Frying
room.
some corneas.
Time for a little noise.
And there we go. She's safe again. Action available. I can shoot that one, but I don't want to. Who's going to move next? The accountant? Right, in that case, I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to go in preparation. Where do you think you're going? Okay, so it's going to be me and then Godmother. So Godmother's going to knock out the accountant very, very quickly. And in the meanwhile, I can wrap myself around that acolyte over there.
Putting the squeeze on.
Secure. What? The one time you roll low, it's on a civilian? Well, that's unfortunate. Who's next? It's gonna be me and then Cherub. Okay. And then comes that acolyte, and then comes the accountant again. I don't think the accountant's gonna be moving anywhere in a hurry. But I'm not sure if I can get the... No, I cannot get to the other one. Nor can I shoot it because it's in high cover. Let's go for subdue.
Stay down.
Got him. Cherub. Bashed charge. Sorry, charged bash. Damage increases with charge. I don't even know how to charge somebody. Cherub bashes an enemy with the energy shield, consuming all charge. If charge is consumed, deal damage in a cone behind the enemy. Okay, don't know if I actually consume anything. Oh, I do get 5 points of damage there. Nice. You would think that that would knock somebody down. Or at least disorient them. Crap. Terminal's gonna get a little wounded. You're still trapped. That means that I'm gonna continue to sustain. Sustain the bind.
I'm running low.
Let's subdue the other one. I feel like I've subdued half the building with her. Okay, mission done. Lightly wounded terminal. Rating's excellent. Captured 11 enemies. Maybe that's a bit much. I think every enemy ups the chance of you getting intel by 20%, so ideally I just capture 5. 11 is a little over the top. We're gonna need a second APC. Continue. Welcome back home. Reward gained, 30 intel, sorry, 30 credits and 20 intel. Assembly complete is the android personnel. Bradford. Aliens in our agency. Jane, what are you thinking? Kelly, what is our greatest existential threat? The Elder's returning. If they do, who will we need to fight them off? Everyone. I get it. I've seen the projections, but do you really think the commander will go for this? I think the commander has always seen the bigger picture. As such, said the transcript of the Reclamation Working Group meeting, 2037, August 25.
Progeny went after expensive assets. What's behind their sudden need for funding? They have no love for hybrids, which presumes a motive to kill the mayor. As for means, psionics could give them the ultimate insider, a member of Mayor Nightingale's protective detail.
So that doesn't tell me a whole lot. We've seen the progeny using tech of an unfamiliar design. None of this came from Advent. Track down the source of this tech. We need to know how they're using it. Faction overview. A loose network of psionics. Yes, we knew that much. We shut down a progeny front company. Reviewing the impounded data gave Reclamation a better sense of the progeny's scope and goals. Okay. Alright, the Spec Ops area.
I'm authorizing Chimera Squad for special operations. Some ops provide useful resources for the squad. Keep an eye out for these opportunities.
Right. They're solo agent duties that help Chimera Squad and City 31 overall. They can improve unrest, gain resources, or reward temporary advantages on missions. I can do one of three things. I can do glad handing, convince well-to-do individuals and business groups to provide stopgap funding in these times of crisis. Legwork, embed with 31 PD for a short time. In return, gain officers to canvass neighborhoods on our behalf. So a lot of intel. Or Illyrium Sting. Set up a false buys to draw out underground Illyrium traffickers. And that gives me more Illyrium. I don't know how much intel I have. That's a resource that's not shown here. But I do know that I can always use more credits. What are we gonna send? I'm gonna keep alternating my operatives a bit. So let's say that Godmother's gonna sit this one out and begin this covert op. Alright, no promotions as of yet, I think. Otherwise we'd probably be notified of that. But we do now have an android. You have constructed android units. These versatile soldiers are valuable backups to your main squad agents. On any mission where one of your agents is evacuated, an android can take their place for the remaining encounters. What's their loadout like? They have an assault rifle, or a submachine gun, or a shotgun. So it's or. This is very diverse. They can have body armor, they can have breach items and utility items just as everybody else. Okay. And this is Cadet Storm, I think. Now let's see what we have over here in the the assembly projects. Android personnel grants 1 android tactical unit. They're purchasable and I can unlock all entry level assembly projects. Alright, modular weapons, modular armor, or modular androids. Our stock equipment from XCOM is serviceable, but for the threats we'll face, we need to make some modifications. Required is android personnel, so I'd have to assign the androids, or just maybe just having android personnel. Agents can now equip weapon mods in the armory. I can get the ultraloader, the stock, and the expanded mag. Very good. Modular armor. Kevlar only gets us so far. We can't secure City 31 if we can't last through tactical encounters. I can equip armor mods, infiltrator weave, extra padding, and Mac weave. Or modular androids. Our stock androids are extremely basic. With some work we can upgrade them. And I can get upgrades for my androids. Let's go for modular armor. And yeah, he's going to be, well, servicing that one, I guess. Alright, and with that I'm going to end episode 2. Interesting mission. Very, very lucrative mission in the sense of the amount of operatives captured. Maybe a bit too many. Maybe a bit too many. But hey, we got the mission done. And only a very, very low amount of casualties. With that, thank you for watching the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know what your thoughts are on the new XCOM down below in the comment section. And I shall see you guys for new episodes very, very soon.